In the last two videos, we stopped at this stage where we are processing the Cricksheet table into a set of games that have happened, and we're processing it into this format that gives you the clear date and the Cricksheet match ID, which also leads to the actual file name under which each of these data points have been stored. Now, when we take a look at this table, by its own, it does not give you much information. We need to use this somewhere as part of an analysis, and I kind of hinted at how I'm going to take this example of Virat Kohli's test matches and how I've derived the patterns in my example here. So to get to that stage, what I'm trying to do is I have the date field. I'm trying to map out the dates on which a particular player has played a set of matches. So in this case, I'm looking for Kohli's test matches. So what I'm going to do is head over to Kohli's profile on Cricinfo. And there's a very neat way by which you can get the list of dates on which Kohli has played test matches. So all you need to do is scroll down to the bottom here onto Stats Guru, and you click on the test match list page, and this opens up a new link as you can see. This gives you each of the dates under which Kohli has played each of his test matches. So there are 91 games in total, beginning all the way from 20th June 2011 all the way to the latest test which happened in March. So that's the whole set of data. So you need to take this URL which I've pasted onto this notebook here. And the next step here is actually just to read this URL onto Pandas. Again, Pandas is a pretty powerful library as you can see here. So what I'm going to do is just do this step, use Pandas HTML version to read this, and it's going to give you this kind of a messy output here, which is telling you about different tables which exist in that page. Now, we are particularly interested in this table which has a set of dates. So what I'm going to do is head over to this page and check out what is this table name. And when I click inspect, as we've seen in an earlier video, how do you right click and inspect a particular page? I know that this table goes by the name of match by match list, and that's exactly what I'm going to paste onto this pandas read HTML command, where I want the phrase to be matched on this particular line. So do check out this pandas read HTML. So I'm going to match on this text, and when I do that, I'll get a list. Let me show you how that works. So this is that table. So you can see that table is already appearing. Now this is, you can see it's in a list format. So I'm just indexing the first element out of that so that I get it into a neat table which you see on Cricinfo's page. So this is basically having 91 rows. As I said earlier, Kohli's played 91 tests as of the date of the recording of this video, and from then on, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to convert the start date into the field I need, and I'm taking the player DF, the columns I need here. And the next step is a very critical step in this process. Now, I'm interested in Kohli's test matches. So obviously, Kohli's test came for India. So this is going to be a key factor in this to prevent the case of duplicates. So what I'm going to do is actually, okay, before I do that, let me just show you what is this player DF at this moment. So this is having the date field. Now I know I want to take Kohli's test matches. Now I have dates here. If you join this table just on dates, if you join this table uh, with the date field here and this on the date field, you might get multiple matches because two teams can play the same on the same day as well. So what I'm doing here to prevent that is I'm taking the Cricksheet DF's columns which have the test matches of India on that particular day. So that's this whole command all about. Uh, so I'm just taking this. string contains India, and on to Cricksheet ID, Cricksheet name and date. Now, I'll be sharing this collab notebook with you as part of this video as well, so you can take a look at how this works on each step if this is a bit confusing. So what I'm doing is essentially joining it only on date, if you see it here, but I'm applying a filter for the team so that I prevent duplicates and show you the output which comes out of that in a short while. This is the output of that. As you can see, this is having the 91 rows with Kohli's innings wise batted and the date field as well. So that's the main set of data we need. After that, it's all about getting to this particular test match IDs of Virat Kohli here. So this is basically giving you all the crick sheet match IDs of Virat Kohli's 91 test matches. That's essentially what this step is doing so far. Now I have some extra additionals just to make the things easier. Uh, I do know that a lot of people have asked some queries on the crick sheet player names discrepancies. I am looking into that, and there seems to be a lot of naturally a lot of inconsistencies in the way people are writing names. For example, they write for Virat Kohli, we have V Kohli, and for someone like Imad Wasim, we just have the entire name as such. There is Imad in the first place and Wasim in the second. That's not I Wasim or something like that. So there are a lot of discrepancies like that, which is leading to some issues on search as well. So I'll be looking into that and hopefully come up with some solution for that and matching the discrepancies as well. Until then, just bear with the quick sheet notations here. So, player is Virat Kohli, and the playing role is the striker. Uh, so the key difference between the playing the why we initialize the playing role is basically because Crick Sheet has a couple of roles for the players. They have the striker and the bowler. And in this case, I want to see Virat Kohli's batting stats. So all I'm doing is taking the balls on which the striker was V Kohli. So there are a lot of ways to play around this. This is pretty flexible script as you can see. You can tweak any line in the script and adjust it according to your needs. So I'm just running the whole snippet here. I'll just go through that in a while once it runs. So I'm just iterating through each of the Cricksheet match IDs here so that I get each of the files. And all I'm doing is just reading those files from our location, which is the folder name and the Cricksheet ID here, and I'm just joining that on all data rows that match with the striker being Kohli. So striker is equal to player, player is V Kohli here. I'm not even taking the playing role into consideration actually. So you can this is just a dynamic initialization I did, but I didn't end up using it, but I'm just giving the flexibility so that if somebody wants to use it and wants to play around with something like they want to see bowler stats, they can do that here as well. So, and the next step is pretty much straightforward. I'm just basically concatenating all these small data frames into the one mega data frame called ball by ball data frame and just processing a few things on the ball and the over number and there you go. That's should be running and it should give you the 13,000 odd balls which Kohli has faced in his test career. Um, I think that's a pretty good and useful information to have on any particular player's test match data. And you can save it as a CSV and you can download it and use it somewhere else for further analysis as well. So that's broadly the basics of this playlist actually. So we to recap what we saw in this particular playlist, you would have seen how to download data from Cricksheet and how to process the README file and how do you finally merge those Cricksheet information, how do you make them neater and how do you merge those information along with a player's particular set of games. And I would like to pause this video out here and I'll be happy to take in suggestions through the comments and my Twitter account as well. So Until then, do stay home and stay safe. Uh, I hope you like this playlist, and if you like this, please do spread the word and subscribe to my channel, Cricket X Data. Looking forward to giving you more videos and content in the coming weeks. And thank you. Bye.